Alright, so here it is. 1980 Toyota Tercel Coupe that I have had now for maybe 3-4 years. A considerable length of time, and I've actually never had it properly insured or registered because it needed some stuff when I got it, but just kind of been picking at it. This is the second one of these that I have owned. I actually had an 81 hatchback SR5, which actually these rims are from, and actually a few bits and bobs that are on here right now because I've been picking at it over the years. I just haven't had time to get at it. So this is the one that's going to be worked on first. Got some stuff to do to her today. I'm just going to keep piling at it. Want to drive this in the winter. Well, my wife is wanting to drive this in the winter to and from work. She's only a couple of minutes there, and it just doesn't make sense to fire up any of the big diesels, and right now she's driving that to work, so she can't really take that in the snow. But this will do alright. This is a front wheel drive, so should be alright getting around in the snow. Overall, not too horrible shape. The guy I got it from did. It has been spray painted. It has been bondoed a bit. But, again, just like the MR2, it's pretty straight. There's no real rust. Well, other than in the rear, the arches. Up in here, this is where it's all been bondoed and everything. But I actually have replacement metal for this, so not a big deal. Get me a welder. But yeah, up in there, those supports I'm really going to have to beef up and stuff, but not really against it. Yeah. But overall, like, this side is in better shape. It's only got 77,000 kilometers on it, so that'll give you some indication. It is rigged up to be towed behind whatever you want, but it was set up for an RV. Pop the hood here. Where we go? Right there. I got another prop rod. I had to jimmy that one with some heat shrink, because when I had it running the prop up, it was like squeak, 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 squeak. But yeah, so you like hook it up, and then it's got the stuff, and you just plugged that bad boy in, and you got trailer lights and everything, and brakes, and maybe not brakes, but, and then there's the kits there. I just have it bungeed. There's chains and shit. That's an airplane battery. I don't actually have a battery for this. Engine is pretty much all original. The radiator has been replaced, and it looks like they had some sort of coolant issue here, so maybe a new water pump or something at some point. But other than that, everything's original. Purrs like a kitten. Horn's been replaced. The guy's got wooden blocks in here. I did not do that. Old school serial number. It's always a pain to get it insured and registered. Everybody's like, that's not the serial number. I'm like, yes it is. And then they gotta come take pictures and everything. There's the actual plate. Got some wiring in here for my stereo. Just haven't had it hooked up. I don't actually have a deck to go in here. I got the speakers and everything. The sunroof, I think this was added after, but I think it was like a dealer or like directly when it was bought. Maybe not. It's like period correct, but I know it's not a Toyota one. So it has been like long painted up here, so I don't know, maybe it was added after. The interior of this, it was actually parked in a barn. This is where the previous owner found it. And it had a lot of mice in it. So it had blue interior, which is pretty much gone. This is the interior that I had. It's not from my SR5 or my hatchback, but I had gotten because the SR5 had the tan interior, which I didn't like. But I got some good quality seats. These have just been... This was actually totally intact, other than a little tear right here, I think. Or was it here? There was a little one there when I got them, but just sitting out and being used, and kids climbing in it and stuff. You can see there's the blue interior there. I have black. I've got that. I actually had it set up for a folding seat, but I don't think I'm going to go through the trouble to put the folding seat in here. I'll just reupholster with the black that I have that matches that. And I've got the cards there. I'm going to get them in today. I have one door card that's black, in good shape. I lost the other one somehow, so I don't know. I'll probably just wait and hit the junkyard up and see if I can find some better black door cards. And then I've got the rest of the dash. This is a black dash. So you need the stereo. I got to fix the heater. Some old school gauges. It is only a 4-speed manual. I do have a 5-speed transmission, which will be in here probably. I think I'm going to do that in the spring. I'm just going to leave it on the 4. I don't really need anything fancy. I have the upgraded dash with the tachometer that I need to put in. Tachometer. I love this little car. Ooh. That doesn't do anything. They're actually, I got it rigged up, push button. I don't know if you can see it there. And she's running, purring like a kitten. Tiny exhaust. 1.5 inch, I think. But it's new. Then, see there's not a lot of rust. It's typical sitting around. Just the rear, like I said, look at how it's been fixed. But I have all metal to redo all this. I just need to get myself a welder. I'm gonna buy that once I sell that red truck that I've been fixing for the last week and a half. That I've owned for, again, like 7 years. Just couldn't bear to sell it, and the garage wanted like $7 to fix it, and I'm like, no, I'll do it myself. Just a Ford, pain in the ass, and then procrastinated forever. Trunk, I just pretty much have all the pieces. Like I say, there's the matching. There's a new heater core and fan. This is from the SR5. I'm going to try and adapt it because the trunk lining was all gone. I did adapt some of it, you can see. Somewhat. I'll get a better shot of this at some point. This is only the first video of this car. I'm sure there'll be many. Here you can see that's the old stuff, but everything works on it now. I've got some noise coming from this side. I don't know if it's my steering rack, my inner tie rod. It may be the bearing. It may be the strut. So I don't know what exactly it is. I have all those pieces to put in it. It just purrs. Just purrs. It's like driving an electric car almost. You're just cruising around and this thing is... You just hear the gears spinning in the tranny. But yeah, I've got all new... These are brand new shock, or had these cleaned up. These are from my old one, which... had low kilometers as well. These springs are really, really good. They still have a lot of life left in them. Brand new inserts. Koni. I got my pillows and bellows from my Konis that were in my old MR2. I've had these rebuilt, God, since I was in my old house, so over a decade. They have all new bearings, all new seals, ready to go. A couple new tie rods there. New control arm with bushing. New ball joint in it. This was mounted at one point, but I only used it a little bit. I don't think it took any kilometers on it, and I got a brand new one. Just have these on here to keep the dust out right now. I'm going to touch them up a little bit with paint. That's why that's there. That's the goal today, is to get that in. But yeah. Says got my speakers in. I love that. You can see broken. It's been on here forever. So yeah, that's going to be the one that I gotta churn on here. I'm not sure how I'm going to make videos. To be honest, the logistics are a bit beyond me. So I don't know if I'm going to live stream or make videos. I've watched some people on YouTube and it's just so edited, and that's just not me. I don't have the time to sit and edit stuff. So really, I think I might just record shit and then throw it up. But, because, you know, I guess part of the editing thing is that you get to take out all the boring turning the wrenches and everything for hours and hours. So, we'll see. But, again, until next time, or the next thing, you guys have a good one. Peace.